guys, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. I have got the next installment in the hashtag summer salad series.
Yay!
So buckle up. It's freaking hot in New York anyway. I don't want to turn on the oven. I'm fighting myself turning on the stove. This is the only thing that has to get heated up. The quinoa has to be cooked. So it would probably help if I told you what this was all about. It is for rainbow quinoa salad.
Beautiful.
It will be when we're done with it. So this is kind of a little Thai inspiration. We're going to be pulling out the peanut butter. Not this one because this one's almost empty. So this has multitude of healthy ingredients. After all, it's a salad. So the first thing that we need to do is cook our quinoa. But before we can cook it, we're going to need to rinse it because quinoa is filthy.
It's dirty. You're nasty.
Another thing with this recipe, I'm not going to give you the amounts in the video. It's very customizable. If you've got a lot of one thing and maybe not so much of another, it's all going to work together. So I'm just going to give you suggestions, but I will give you exact measurements for a salad for 4. But you can stray from that, but not for the dressing. I would keep the dressing as is. But for the actual salad, very customizable. So we're just going to rinse our quinoa, which means make sure all of your quinoa. Yeah, exactly. Look at how filthy that water is already.
Gross.
You would have been eating that if we hadn't rinsed it. So we just want to make sure that it's all waterlogged. Then we're going to pour off the water. So the rule is double the water. So if you're using 2 cups like we just put in here, we're going to use 4 cups of water to cook it in. And it's going to absorb all of that water. So I'm just going to give this another minute and then I'm going to pour it off. And as soon as that's boiling, I'm going to put my washed quinoa in there. Let it simmer until you see that it's absorbing all the water. And then turn off the heat. Fluff it up and let it cool, and then we'll be ready to make the rest of our salad. We don't want the quinoa to be hot, so if you want to do this, you could do it like a day in advance. Make sure your quinoa is cold because you don't want to wilt the other vegetables. Quinoa is all done.
Look at that.
I'm going to make the dressing now while that's cooling off, and I'm going to chop up my whatever needs to be chopped up. In my container already, I've got some peanut butter and some tahini. To that, I'm going to add some ginger, fresh ginger. Now, I'm doubling the recipe, so if you look at the video and you're like, that seemed like she put in twice as much, it's because I did. The one in the info box is for 1 salad for 4. So I'm also going to add some rice vinegar. When you have an acid, you have to balance it with a sweet. So I'm going to put in some maple syrup. But you could also use honey if you're not vegan, or agave if you are vegan and you don't like maple syrup. And of course, some liquid aminos. Gotta love the brags. Brag about it. That seems like a lot, but this is going to be one big mother effing salad. Because I like leftovers. I like to have a lot left over for the next day. And some lime juice. Whoops. You get back in there. Alright. Actually, that was a little light on the liquid aminos. I'm going to have to add just a little bit more. Oh, look at that. I just have a new coconut aminos. Organic. Yeah. So now all that's left to do is just blend it. Okay, now that's a little thick. So I'm thinking I'm going to add just a little bit of water to thin it up because I don't want the dressing to be too like pasty and clumpy. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to that. Gonna get my stuff chopped up and we'll be ready to build this salad, and it's gonna be epic. All right, time to build. Call in Bob the salad builder. So we've got some red cabbage that I just shredded up. I used about a half, so if you're gonna do the single recipe, I would use about a quarter of the small head of cabbage. My cat is coughing.
Oh, honey.
So I'm sorry. There's just so much going on right now. We're gonna put our quinoa in here.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's still a little hot, but that's okay. We're also going to be putting in some snow peas. This is a really easy salad because, like, if you buy the stuff already cut up, like I already bought the shredded up carrots.
Really cuts down your work.
It does. And you know what? Nobody wants to work on a day when it's freaking hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got those. Let's tear into this shredded carrot. This goes together really quickly too, and believe me, nobody wants to eat hot food on a day like today. So we got our carrots, we got a rainbow happening here. We've got a bunch of scallions. You can also use some optional cilantro as a garnish, which I probably will. We're also going to garnish this with some peanuts. I'm just going to try and pre-stir this a little bit because it's going to go all over. I'm not mixing this with my hands either, so I won't do that. I'm not gonna, no. This is also optional. I like to add this for a little extra protein.
God, I forgot about that.
I made some of my crispy tofu in the air fryer. I'll leave a link in the info box. This is totally optional though, because there's plenty of protein in the quinoa. But I just like a little something something.
It is tasty.
Why, thank you. I don't want to put this in yet because I just want to break this up because it's like a little stuck together. Alright, I'll put it in. It'll break up when we toss it. That is like my most favorite recipe. Everybody asks me, what's your favorite vegan recipe? It's for this tofu. This is always a crowd pleaser. And then the final ingredient, other than the garnishes, is going to be our dressing, which we already have made up.
Nice.
Just going to pour that on. I'm going to get this tossed and we'll be ready to plate. Alright, I've got my taster.
Beautiful.
Yes, it does. I must agree.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I have some cilantro on there, which is optional. So if you hate cilantro, don't put it on.
I thought one of the cats was like eating a stink bug.
Yeah. There's also some peanuts on there for garnish.
Oh my god. I can't wait for dinner. Oh, it's so good.
You might as well eat it now. It's already 8 o'clock.
Right?
It's kind of like a spring roll.
Yeah.
But a salad spring roll.
Live.
Yeah.
It's like a salad, spring roll salad.
Yeah, because it's got the cabbage, it's got the onion, it's got the carrot.
It's got tofu as well, which makes it really nice.
Tofu and quinoa for extra.
That is so good.
Well, I hope you enjoy the next installment of Summer Salad Series. I hope you guys give it a try. There's no reason to heat up the kitchen. It's just too hot. It's simply too hot. So please thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe for more. And until next time, much love. Eat that salad.